Hello, we are going to do some work with rounding again today. Rounding and estimating are words that we kind of use interchangeably. They mean the same thing. Today we're going to estimate to get sums. So we'll take add-ins, we'll estimate them, we'll add the estimates together, and then we'll check them against our real sum to see if our answer is reasonable. Let me read you this problem. A farmer planted 383 lettuce seeds and 276 carrot seeds. About how many seeds did the farmer plant in all? In all tells me to add. Okay, so how many lettuce seeds? 383. How many carrot seeds? 276. Now, before we add these, we're going to estimate them. We're going to round them to the nearest hundred. Okay, so 3 is in the hundreds place. I look at my next door neighbor. Do you remember from yesterday? 5 or more, add 1 more. So I'm going to add 1 to this, which will make it 4. And then the 8 becomes a 0 and the 3 becomes a 0. Now let's round 276. 2 is in the hundreds place. Look next door, 7. 5 or more, add 1 more. So I'm going to turn that into a 3 and put everything else as a 0. Okay, so I have 400 plus 300 is 700. So I'm going to add these together and let's see if we get close. 6 plus 3 is 9. 8 plus 7 is 15, 10 or more. Send them next door. So now I have 659. Now, if we round 659, doesn't it become 700, right? I look here. I have 600s. 5 or more, add 1 more. Yeah, so these are reasonable. Let's try another one. I think these are fun. Some of them will be larger and some of them will be smaller. Let's look at 67 plus 34. Let's round this to the nearest 10. Okay, 67 rounds to 70. 34 rounds to 30. 70 plus 30 is 100. Now let's actually add and see if we're reasonable. 7 plus 4 is 11. 10 or more, send them next door. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. 101. Oh, those are very close, aren't they? Those are reasonable. See, this is kind of fun, right? I think so. Let's try some more. Okay, so there are a few things that are supposed to be taught in this lesson. We're supposed to estimate, and then we're supposed to use compatible numbers or friendly numbers. We're not going to do compatible or friendly numbers because that is just another way to do it. I think we need to focus on the real way, the way that we will be asked to do it on the test, the way that I do it in real life when I need to estimate a number. So we're not going to do compatible numbers. So on your assignment, if you see anything that says compatible numbers, just know we're going to round. I don't believe in watering things down and trying it 8 million ways just because it works. Sometimes you just need to focus on the real way. So, it looks like we have Pine Lake Dog Park. I'm thrilled about this question. You know I love dogs. So we have the months of June, July, and August. And then for each month, they give us the number of dogs. Okay, so this is all about compatible numbers. We're going to skip that. All right, it says about, that tells me to round, about how many dogs went to the park during July and August. Now, compatible numbers, we're going to skip that. What could you do? What could you use to estimate? So let's estimate it. Let's look at July. July is 317. That rounds to 300. And August is 489. That rounds to 500. 300 plus 500 equals 800. Whoops, you didn't see me work that problem. I'm so sorry. 300 plus 500 equals 800. And we're not going to mess with this compatible numbers, okay? We're going to do the real way. Okay, so now let's look at these. Compatible numbers, look at me and say, nope. That was fun. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to mark this out. 47 rounded to the nearest 10 is 50. 23 rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. 50 plus 20 is 70. Now I'm going to add it for real and see if I get close. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 or more, send them next door. 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. Hey, that's not just reasonable, that's exact. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do rounding. 304 rounds to 300. Without doing all the underlining and all that business, can you think of what we would round the number 494 to? Right, we would round it to 500. Okay, so 300 plus 500 is 800. Now I'm actually going to add and make sure that my addition is reasonable. 4 plus 4 is 8, 0 plus 9 is 9, and 4 plus 3 is 7. Oh, those are very close, aren't they? That's only 2 away from 800. So I can know that my answer must be reasonable because I estimated. See, this is fun, right? I love this. Okay, we're just going to pretend number 1 does not say compatible numbers, and we're going to estimate. 428, let me just do another rounding problem just to make sure that you guys know what to do. Okay, so 4 is in the hundreds place. 2 is next door. 4 or less, let it rest. So I'm going to keep this at a 4. Everything else goes to zeros. So 428 would round to 400. 286 has 2 in the hundreds place. It has an 8 next door. 5 or more, add 1 more. 1 plus 2 is 3. Change the other numbers to 0. 400 plus 300 is 700. Now I'm going to check and make sure that these are reasonable. 8 plus 6 is 14. 10 or more, send them next door. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. That's 5, 7. 714. Are those close? Yeah, they're pretty close. So we have a reasonable answer. All right, I'm going to do just a few more, and then I'll get out of your way and let you work your own problems. Okay, so 65 rounds to 70. 23 rounds to 20. 20 plus 70 is 90. Now I'm actually going to add and see if it's close. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. 88 and 90, are those close? You betcha, they're just 2 away from each other. So 421 rounds to 400. 218 rounds to 200. 400 plus 200 is 600. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus 2 is 6. 639 and 600, are those close? Yeah, they're pretty close. I would say they're close enough because this one, like, let's say I'm not sure. Maybe this one's not close. Let me round to this number. If I round 639, it does round to 600, right? So they're close. You don't have to do this step. It's just that if it doesn't look right to you, try to round your sum, and if you get the same answer, you know you're right. You know you're right. Last one, and then I'm going to get out of your way and let you work your problems. 369 rounds to 400. 480 rounds to 500. 400 plus 500 is 900. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. 10 or more, send them next door. That's 4. That's 4. That's 8. Uh-oh. Have I made a mistake? Let's look, because this one's not checking out, guys. All right, so 369 does round to 400. 480 does round to 500. Now let's see if I've made a mistake with my addition. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. 10 or more, send them next door. That's 7. That's 8. Okay, so here's why I'm thinking I'm wrong here. Because if I round 849 to the nearest 100, it rounds to 800. So although I'm not wrong, am I? You guys are so good at finding my mistakes. You're probably looking at something and saying, Miss Wise, why don't you see it? I need you here with me. That's all I can say. Because these two are not really close. So that may happen. Concerning. Now my confidence is blown. Let's do one more, just to make sure you know what's happening. 327 rounds to 300. 581 rounds to 600. 300 plus 600 is 900. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 or more, send them next door. Okay, 908 and 900. Yes, those are close. So yeah, this can happen sometimes. It won't happen often, but it can happen where your estimate and your answer aren't that close. So just make sure you double check. Let me triple check. Remember, whoa, that scared me. Sorry, it's time to give my dog her medicine. Let me double check. Okay, I'm going to turn this into a subtraction sentence, and I'm going to subtract 480 from it, and if I get 369, I know I'm right. So let's do 849, subtract 480, 9 minus 0 is 9, more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more, that's 6. 7 minus 4 is 3, so 369. Yeah, so I've checked it now 3 times, and I'm correct. They just didn't turn out that close, did they? All right, so you have your assignment. Go ahead and click on assignment link and get that done. May the force be with you.